after, well, I'd say I dropped her off, more like she dragged me because she's excited and she loves going and playing with her little friendies. As soon as I walked out, I started to get panicked. Nothing's even happened. Please don't pull out in front of me. Just my luck that would happen today. But I'm not coping. I can just feel my heart going boom, 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 boom. And I feel a little bit sick. And also, there is a chance someone could drive past me or I could drive past them. But I wasn't thinking that when it started. But ultimately, I know deep down that could happen. At least the dog's having a good time. That's all that matters, isn't it? Like leaving, it said it was 10 degrees. I'm like, oh my god. I'm sure it was 10 degrees when I went on the dog walk last night. My heart's still racing. I don't feel calm. I feel horrible. And I've got my big coat on, and it's so weird because this is the first time I've worn it in the actual daytime. I've worn it twice on dog walks because of the wind and rain, but I've not worn it in the daytime since earlier this year, so it's weird. But it said it was 10 degrees. It said 10 degrees feels like 7. I wish I'd put a hoodie on because I don't want to go straight to wearing a coat. I like to build up, but I didn't think of it because my priority was just to leave, and I am finding it hard to leave. But good job, I decided to bring her today before my dad came home in that state, because obviously he didn't drive home, so he's gone in a taxi, and obviously the dog can't get in a taxi with him because I don't think the taxi driver would be very happy. So it's a good job I had that in my head that I was going to take her to her friends. I don't feel good. I would say that I would say I can't really speak. I would say that I will feel better when I'm on the shop car park. ZX has pulled onto the car park before now, knowing that I'm going to be there. So, but apparently that's okay, that they're harassing me and making me feel unsafe and making me not want to leave the house, etc. Because it's me. I might do what Rebecca Goodwin did, because I think that's the only, because the police aren't going to do anything. So I'm going to maybe talk about it, because the police are allowing me to be affected and for this person to target me. Oh well. while since I've got into the shop this early. Well, I haven't been this early in 3 weeks because I've been sick. And I'm literally in one of the first 2 spaces. And in fact, the person who's in the first space is just going. And someone's just come on the car park and took the space immediately. Got a mint in my mouth. I really don't want this mint because I've got a Lucozade. Is that meant to be over there? I don't know. I mean, I've nearly finished it. And now it's raining. It actually did say 50% chance of rain. My lamp was a killer when it went off. Normally my alarm's been set for about 2.5 hours later, but I had to get up. I had really bad dreams last night. One of them involved the police, not the band. Especially this one female police officer who has a voodoo doll of me, I'm convinced. And in this dream, I was there with her and 2 other people that I think I knew who they were, but they didn't look what they look like in real life. In fact, she didn't either, but do you know how you know who they are? Anyway, I can't remember much about what was going on, but I refused to do something, and I was at this place with them that was miles from home, and I don't know how I'd gotten there, but I had no way of getting home. And when I refused to do something, this police officer, and this is probably true to life, basically walked out and said Melanie can get herself home. And I was literally miles away from home, like a serious amount of miles away from home. And the other 2 police women were like still in the room, non-uniform by the way. And I was like, can you not take me home? And they were like, we wouldn't dare take you home without her permission. And I'm like, but how am I meant to get home? I'm miles away from home. And they're like, leave it to us, we'll go and speak to her. So they went off to speak to her. And this is where it gets bloody weird. They came back with these 2 massive, like, I don't know how to describe it, these massive tubs. And by tubs, I mean like gigantic, huge, very like massive buckets, but like 10 times bigger than a bucket, full of mushy peas, 2 of them, and they said that basically that this senior police officer had said that Melanie can have a lift home if she covers herself in mushy peas. Like, where does this stuff come from in your dream? So I was like, oh, she thinks I'm not going to agree to this, doesn't she? And they nodded their head. I was like, wait, don't bother me, just cover me in mushy peas. I wouldn't even say that. And then I got in one of the tubs, that's how big it was, and then they poured the rest of them down the back of me because I was like, don't get it in my hair. And then she walked in and she was like shocked that I let them do it, and she's like, I didn't think you would actually do that. I'm like, I know you didn't think I'd do it, but I will. Like, where does this stuff come from? Like, literally, I can imagine her doing something like that. Maybe not like with mushy peas, but I can imagine her saying, like, if Melanie wants to lift, she has to do this, and it'd be something that I wouldn't want to do. But where does that mushy pea thing come from? Like, do you know what I mean? I've not even had mushy peas recently, so it's not like I've had mushy peas and then I've just had mushy peas on my head, on my brain. So I don't know where the mushy pea thing came from. But it just goes to show you shouldn't make presumptions about what someone would or wouldn't do because you don't really know. Because yeah, I would get in a big bloody pot of mushy peas because it's going to come off. It's not like it's going to stay on me forever. So don't make presumptions about anything or anyone. Like, the police have got an idea in their head what they think I'm like. I'm nothing like what they're saying. But unfortunately, they've got the power to go around and make up stuff about people, which is wrong. They shouldn't have that power, but I'm nothing like how they're describing me. And I can prove it, like, and everyone knows I'm nothing like that. And I could say things about them, that's the truth. It's far worse than anything they could ever describe about me. Do you know what I don't get? People go to the shop, like Lidl, and like when the food's being scanned, they put it in the trolley and they don't pack it in the shop. Because there's this little old man at his car, literally. Oh God. A white van with blue writing just went past. My heart just went up, like, do you know when it feels like it's in your throat? That's why I suddenly looked. I was like, oh my God, it's not. It wasn't. My God. Oh my God. Now my heart's racing again. It buddy almost fully slowed down to what it was meant to be. That's not good. I need to blow my nose and I don't want to blow it. Yeah, he's like, literally, it's raining and he's stood in the rain with his little flat cap on, packing his shopping. Doesn't make any sense. I haven't brought a pound coin because I haven't brought my bag because I've got my coat on. Why do I not keep a pound coin in my car? I used to. I'm gonna have to ring my dad. Hold on, I am finishing it here. Subscribe, like, have a great day.